When?
Did he have this book?
Who? How big? No, that's not true. How could you do this to us?
Yo.
Am I wrong for telling my husband I cheated on him even though I didn't?
What?
We're talking about a 26.
Gonna put this. Definitely
Yeah.
gonna put this on him.
So the
Well,
woman
crazy.
is 26 years of age and her husband is 30. So there's like 4 age gap. So I've been married to my husband for 6 years. About 2 years into our marriage, I found out my husband had cheated on me with a high school friend that he met at one of his friends' wedding. I didn't go with him because it was a few days later after the delivery of my first baby. He claimed it was just a one-time mistake, that he had a few drinks too many and that he regretted it. I believed him. I wanted to believe him. At the time, our daughter was only 1. And I didn't want to break up our family over something he swore was a mistake. So I forgave him, and she puts it in quotation marks. Or at least I thought I did. I convinced myself that it was something I could be okay with because I was afraid to start over. But honestly, I was too young and inexperienced to fully understand how deeply it had hurt me. 3 years into the marriage, we had our second child, our son, who's now 3. Around that time, I found out my husband didn't just cheat once. He had cheated multiple times with different women during the early years of our marriage. I found out when my mother-in-law's birthday was coming up, and I wanted some pictures of her for a collage that I wanted to make for her. I was scrolling through my husband's photos.
This man. What a dude. Come on, man. Don't say he had a collage of the crime.
I was scrolling through my husband's photos when I found screenshots of women's profile from dating apps. So I went through his message.
This man, what a dude.
Why would you go? My whole point is, KaiR, why would you scroll through some? Ask him for the pictures.
No. She knew what she was doing.
She knew what she was doing. She wasn't looking for
She knew what she was
KaiR.
doing.
She wasn't looking for a collage picture.
No. She wanted
Okay.
proof.
Okay.
But okay. She
Then
got a
we're on the same
collage.
page. So I went through his message from years ago to find out that he had been cheating on me even before the girl from the wedding. The texts were usually vague, but enough to confirm my suspicion. I confronted him, and at first he tried to deny it, but I had the proof. The messages dates exactly matched the periods he had reassured me that everything was good. He then gave up on the lie. When he finally confessed, he collapsed into sobs, gripping my hands, saying how much he hated himself for what he had done. This is gonna be the last time, but I have to do it.
I'll give you the ad-lib. This guy.
Telling me how in those days he had been foolish, immature, and afraid of losing me. He begged me, begging
What?
you.
Wait a second. He was afraid of losing her back in the days or now?
I think
That's why he cheated.
that's what
I
she
cheated
wrote.
on you because
That's what she wrote, but I think she means that he was when he confessed that he was afraid of losing her.
Oh, okay.
Telling me, so I'm gonna
I cheated on you because I was afraid of losing you.
yeah.
That's
So let me
crazy.
start that sentence all over. He then gave up on the lie. When he finally confessed, he collapsed into sobs, gripping my hand, saying how much he hated himself for what he had done. Telling me how in those days he had been
You're gonna
foolish,
divorce rape me.
immature, and afraid of losing me. He begged me not to leave him, and he promised me that he had changed again. He said it was not something he had done since we had our son.
Tough.
And that his family meant the world. Admittedly, his apology really got to me. I hesitated when I saw how broken he looked. I couldn't determine if it was sincere regret, desperation, or guilt.
What about the combination? She got that one.
Combination.
Oh man.
Oh my god. I hesitated. I told him I told him I forgave him.
Oh,
Even though I never really did. The trust was broken, and the anger persisted despite my best efforts to move on. Since then, he has been acting like the perfect husband. Operative word, acting. I'm reading what she said.
You reading what she's writing? Yeah.
As if to compensate for what he did. I'll admit it felt good to be the center of his attention after so long. So for the last 2 years, I have been nothing but tolerating him because when I look at him, all I see is lies. Now getting to the title. Last weekend, after putting the kids to sleep, I decided to tell him that I had cheated on him. I didn't. But I wanted him to feel even a fraction of the pain and betrayal I've been carrying all these years.
Who are these people?
When I told him, he was crushed. His face went pale and he just kept saying, "No, you wouldn't. You couldn't." He begged me for details.
Oh,
When?
no! Whoa.
When?
Did he have this book?
Who? How big? No, that's not true. How could you do this to us? Yo, KR, did you hear the last one?
Yeah.
How could you do this to us?
Yeah, y'all people are messed up, bro. Y'all people are messed up in the head.
He couldn't believe that I had, quote, thrown away, and quote, everything we'd been working to rebuild. He said, he thought we were finally in a good place. And this destroyed him. I told him, I expect you to forgive me just like I forgave you. Now he's completely heartbroken, barely speaking to me, acting like he's the victim here. He says what I did is worse because we were finally getting better. And now I've torn us apart. Part of me feels guilty, as if I manipulated him. Well, you did.
As if you told them a lie to hurt them. As if. Both people are such
Operative word, feels. But another part of me thinks he needed to experience even a piece of what I went through. So she's asking whether she's the a-hole in this situation.
Bro, you both are a-holes. First of all, the guy, I never understand. Well, so this is the thing, right? If you are choosing for a committed relationship and you're not ready to commit, why are you choosing for a committed relationship in the first place? That concept is for me a very interesting one. If you want to bang multiple girls, why commit to one and then go bang others? You're gonna hurt the person when they find out. So that's quite an interesting choice. I always think about people that choose to cheat.